Hello, cosmic beings. Welcome to Being Cosmic. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I am so glad that each and every one of you are here. My name is Devon, and I will be doing a collective message today. So, with that, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So, in today's message, we're doing another counterpart message. It's probably going to be for a divine masculine, maybe, maybe not. But it's definitely like counterpart energy. So basically, the way this came about was right. So I went to a Switchbacks game today with my daughter. It's a soccer team. And on the way there, she was playing music and it's like a half an hour drive. So it was only one song that did this and she was playing all sorts of different songs. And she played Ordinary by Alex Warren. In it, there's just sometimes when the messages come through, it'll feel a little bit differently. And so I kind of felt that and was like, "Oh, okay, there might be something here." And so I just set the intention, like if that was part of a message for the collective, it would come back later. So then I was sitting there at the game and, it's loud. There's, announcements going on and all the things. And I started hearing a chorus from a song I haven't heard in probably 10 years, maybe longer. I used to listen to it when I was in like high school, but it's Had Me From Hello by Kenny Chesney. And I was like, oh, that's really random. And then I heard basically it was something along the lines of this is for the collective. And I was like, okay. So I took a little note for it. And then when I got back and went for my walk, I played that song and listened to a playlist, and there was a few songs on that playlist that it was like this one's for the collective, this one. So I've got a whole list here. So this is definitely for a collective who is sending messages back and forth through songs, through music. This is a no contact situation. Okay, so I'm just going to read the rest of the list. We've got If You See Him, If You See Her by Reba McEntire featuring Brooks and Dunn. Over and Over or Over and Over Again by Tim McGraw and Nelly. And then we've got Thank God by Kane Brown and Caitlin Brown. And then You Make It Easy by Jason Aldean. So take those if it resonates. There might be messages in there for you. It's very much like intense, deep love songs. And then also the which one? Oh yeah, Over and Over Again, and If You See Him and If You See Her, that's that longing. Um, of being in separation and having that longing. So then I was like kind of asking, if there was anything else that wanted to come through about it. And the one thing that came through, just clear as day, is you and this person, when you were together, um, you felt like you were the only two people in a room full, like crowded. So you guys could be at like a party or a function, and it felt like you two were the only people there. There was just that resonance. It's kind of that energy of like you're just in your own little world on your own planet. And also really the eye contact. So it's that energy of like looking at them from across the room and just having that intense eye contact. Um, so what else wants to come out of this spirit? We've got caring connections. Yep. Okay. Being called to read it. So, um, it's indicating the blossoming of new love. Friendship, partnership of two, possible love. So, um, it signals the beginning or deepening of a kindred spirit friendship or the appearance of a new love. It can also signify a formal business partnership. And right when I said that, I heard all of the above. Be on the lookout for new connections presenting themselves. The relationships you already share may become more intimate, purposeful, or present at this time. Notice the opportunities to forge new or deeper bonds. There may be a tender, soul led connection at hand. All right, so this is definitely A caring connection. I feel like there's a new beginning here for you with this person, which has been coming up lately. What else wants to come out? We've got man holding a heart and the sun. Um, so if this is resonating for you and you're a masculine, this is definitely you in that energy of you know you love this person. Whether it makes sense or not, you know that you love this person. There's something about this person that just opens you up in a way that you have not experienced before or since. If you are a feminine, then this is indicating that the masculine that you are thinking of does indeed have their heart like for you. Like they do love you. And then the sun card, this is talking about new beginnings. And great creativity. That's the other thing. Um, let's see here. Okay, and it so basically what it says is just as the sun nurtures the earth, bringing new life in the spring and summer, this is your time for a new beginning. And there might be something extra like extra confirmation about the springtime for this, which if you're watching this in real time and you're in the northern hemisphere, we're coming up on spring. So that could definitely be resonant. If you're not watching this in, when I post it, or you're in the southern hemisphere, then just take that as it resonates. It might be something to do with that type of an energy. Maybe it's going to be the next spring that comes around, or it's just that springtime energy, that new beginning, that fresh new growth is what I just heard. And then my nose just started doing a weird thing. It started like running kind of weirdly. And when that happens, oftentimes that's signaling a need for communication. So that could definitely be something that you're either being guided to or will happen soon. We also have blossoming abundance and door to value. So, because we are talking about this relationship, there's definitely something here where the energy of you connecting with this person is really going to help you in in your financial aspect of life. And then I also just heard that there is blossoming abundance for the collective as we speak. So there's something energetically that is in your energy when it comes to abundance. It is coming in for you. Uh-huh. And then I just heard you finally realize your value. So yeah, that's pretty profound. Um, okay. Then we've got a woman holding a heart. So this is really indicating mutual feelings, mutual love for each other. I'm hearing that what you're feeling, this other person is feeling too. So there's definitely that mirroring energy. Then we've got Angel of Love. We've got we've got the love cards going on. So there's this energy around this connection that is really helping to protect it and also support it and help it blossom is what I just heard. So this is helping you in this connection really blossom. And then we've got the door to romance. So, I mean, yeah, you've got caring connections, woman holding a heart, man holding a heart, angel of love, door to romance. Like this is pretty clear. This is a very, very heart-led, heartfelt connection. We've got all the love on the table. And then we've got contract. And I feel like there is a soul contract at play here. There's something, yeah. What I just heard was your souls want to experience this in this lifetime. And so that's why you're being pushed so hard in a sense, is because this is something that both of your souls really want to experience. I'm hearing soul blueprint. So this is a part of what your soul came into this incarnation to experience, and now it's here. Energetically it's ready for you, and so it's like your spirit team getting really excited, and you're getting pushed so hard because it's actually excited energy, and like, yes, it's time, yes, you can do this, yes, let's do this. You know, anchor this in, anchor this connection in, it's time. What else? And then we've got journey. So it's time to take this journey. It's time to journey to your person. Um, it's time for this. It's time for this journey. And so it's kind of a weird way to put it, but both of your human selves are ready for this as well. So your souls want this and your human selves want this. And it's just a matter of getting over whatever hurdle stands in the way from allowing you to anchor this in. And at this point, I really feel like it's just a matter of reaching out, seeing where you stand, taking it, one day at a time is what I just heard, and also allowing yourself to be open to the fact that this is really happening. This is really available for you. And then we've got the magician in the mirror, and that's really talking about that mirroring energy. I'm being called to read it. Okay, okay. Let's see here. Knowing and using your true power. And what I just heard is you and this person coming together will be able to unlock each other's full potential. So there's something about this connection that will help you to unlock your true full potential and really step into your most authentic, highest vibrational version of self. Let's see if there's anything. Oh, it's also telling you that you are the magician of your life and what you want is within your grasp. And um what's anything else on here? An important and powerful time is at hand. You are the alchemist of your life, and just as an alchemist turns base metals into gold, you are now able to transform your difficulties into great blessings. And I just heard turning pain into pleasure. Um, so yeah, there's definitely something about you and this person coming together. I feel like there's a high potential for you both to work together. Maybe coming out and sharing your story with the world is going to be very healing. Or maybe not the world, but just like certain people. Maybe you're going to coach people or something like that. And it's really going to be healing, and you're really going to be able to help others on this journey as well. What? The temple path. That's really funny. Um, so the temple path card is about walking the path to spirit, walking the path back to yourself, walking the path. It's the divine path. It's the soul-led path. And that is where this connection lives, is on this path. And then we've got the second chakra, which is Archangel Ariel on here. The color is orange. It's also the sacral. It's known as the sacral or sacral. Um, it is associated with pleasure, sensuality, creativity. The color is orange. I don't know if I said that. It's blocked by guilt. But I feel like what this card is really talking about is you and this person really have a lot of passion for each other. Um, yeah, I'm picking up a passionate energy. So I'm gonna leave that here. But yes, there's definitely a passionate energy, and I feel like you might be exchanging this type of energy with this person. Even if you're just like thinking about this person in a very sensual way. Um, and again, it's mirrored. So if you're doing that, I feel like this other person's doing that as well. I'm not going to get too detailed, because I'm not trying to get demonetized, but you pick up my drift. Very sensual energy being exchanged back and forth through the ethers right now. Because it's again, I'm picking up no contact. I don't feel like you're talking to this person. So there is this energy that's being flown back and forth between flown. Interesting. Um, maybe flying. Oh, okay. I meant to say flowing back and forth between you two, and then I said flown, which is flying, and then I looked up and saw an image of an owl. So owls may be extra significant, but what I heard when I said flying was you will be able to fly together. So maybe there's this element of freedom or something of that nature that this connection will bring to you. And it's both of you. Then we've got man holding a coin and adjacent possibilities. And what I'm hearing is for a masculine energy, this connection is going to help you unlock new doors into prosperity. And I'm not picking up for the feminine, it would be the opposite. So if you're the feminine, then this is indicating your energy, helping your masculine to unlock new possibilities when it comes to finances and really bringing in that financial security and stability. Anything else? Oh, that's interesting. So the financial constraints card just fell on the floor. Okay. What was interesting about it though is it completely fell on the floor. And was it reverse? Yeah, okay, it fell on the floor in reverse. So what that to me is saying is this is a thing of the past. This is something that you're dropping. This is something you're letting go of. This is no longer I'll show it up right for now, but this is no longer something you need to focus on and be concerned with. Of course, be mindful and all of that, and whatever when it comes to your finances, but just that struggle energy when it comes to finances, that is completely lifting. And I feel like it's lifting for both of you, which is beautiness. What else? We've got anxiety. And then we've got the patience card, and I just heard release the urgency. So maybe you're sitting there still in that thought process of like, how can I do this? When should I do this? So on and so forth. And the message here is to do your best to pull out of this energy. Remember, again, there's going to be a level of that kind of head spinny energy before you reach out. Um, and again, just take it if it resonates, flip it how it fits. So if you're the feminine, take it on the flip side of that. Um, but it's really about pulling out of this like this it's kind of a panicky energy around it. It's pulling out of that, grounding your energy, like pulling your energy back into center and just like, okay, now I'm going to take this leap, take this risk, reach out. Um, okay. And then we've got walking away. This is so funny. Like some of these cards have come up in the past few days just back to back. So, okay, I'm being told to read this one. Um, yeah, so I feel like you're ready to walk away from what has been holding you back. Um, and it's okay, yeah, it's talking about walking away into a misty, unknown future. There may be something you're finished with, perhaps a career, a goal, a relationship, or a long-term experience of any kind. The familiarity of the situation may be enticing, but you're now ready to look at your options on the open road ahead. In reality, an important new beginning is at hand. Um, it's also indicating that now would be a good time to let go of an old habit, emotional pattern, or false belief. No matter how deeply ingrained a negative pattern may be, you now have the power to release it and move on to a freer, healthier way of thinking and relating to yourself and others. Whether it's in the inner or outer world, this card is telling you that you have the readiness and resources to walk away from the old and move forward now. Wow, wow. It's time to move forward. It's time to embrace your new beginning. You've come far enough. It's in resonance far like it's in resonance enough. Okay. Well, all right. We've got action. So yeah, it's time. It's time to take action. Um, it's time to it's time to do this. We've also got the root chakra and the third chakra. And what this is really talking about is you are is this saying that it's clearing, anchoring in? So the root chakra or the base chakra sits at the base of the spine. The color's red. It's associated with survival and how you experience the physical realm. So and it's also about grounding, and I just heard ground this connection in. It's time to ground this connection in. The third chakra is the solar plexus. It sits at the belly button. The color is yellow, and it's associated with willpower, and confidence. And so it's time to allow yourself to really embody this confident energy. Not like a cocky ego energy. This is just confidence and allowing yourself to know that you are worthy of this. You do deserve this. This is meant for you, and really embrace it and allow it to ground in and move towards this move towards this person and allow and I'm talking energetically, but maybe for some of you it's physically. But allow yourself to ground this relationship in. Um and then these ones are interesting. Mental hostilities. So you might still be dealing with some of that mental hostility energy. And then when I was going to say that, I heard imposter syndrome. So that's really interesting. Normally imposter syndrome shows up when we're like, starting a new, well, I guess that makes sense. I've just never heard it in relation to a relationship. Um, but I mean that kind of makes sense. So imposter syndrome is when you don't feel ready. You don't feel it's all these mental stories we tell ourselves, and that's where that oh, I am holding the hostilities card. But that's where that mental hostility comes in because it's like who do you think you are to be deserving of a love like this? Look at all the things you've done or haven't done or said or haven't said or whatever. It's that mental you know, bully basically. And coming in to tell you like you're not who you are trying to be when it comes to this thing that you're wanting to do. I experienced this, well, I've experienced it a lot, but when I went to start this channel, I experienced it. I was dealing with a little bit of it starting my new channel, which is it's still in the process. I'm working on it a little bit differently and more intentionally and waiting for the right time to hit go with it, but I will let you know when that happens. Um But, that's part of it, is moving through the imposter syndrome and understanding that you can just quiet it down and just ignore it, basically. Like, think of it as some irritating, childhood bully that wasn't like super in your face or whatever, but was just like popping off all the time. And just turn it into background noise and just ignore it the best you can, because it's here for you. Your soul is telling you to go for it. Your soul is telling you it- it's okay to do this and you do deserve this, regardless of what you've done or haven't done, or how you've been in relationships before, or your view on them, or whatever the case is, whatever the story you're telling yourself. Let that just be background noise and focus on what you have with this connection, the potential that you have with this connection, and really tap into your heart space and feel. Like, think about this person and feel how your heart feels. And if your heart's lighting up and you're getting a little bit of that excitement, and then that voice starts to pop up, just be like, thank you, next. Like, not listening to this, thank you though. And just keep reaffirming it. And part of this is going to be that imposter syndrome and that irritating voice. Once you really go towards this person and communicate with them, I feel like this is going to just lessen and lessen in intensity. Um, and then we've got attachment in reverse. Oh, is that what happened? Did they let go of an obvious person? Okay, you released an attachment to somebody who held envy for you. Good job. Huzzah to you. That's my new catchphrase right now. Um, like, hooray. Round of applause. Like, it's not easy. I feel like this was somebody that was close. And so whether you actually release this person, like cut them off, or whether you just released some sort of energetic attachment, some sort of negative, like draining energy between you and this person, maybe you set some boundaries or something like that. It's changed something within you energetically. And that might be part of what is allowing you now to move forward. Um, I am being called to read it since I have not seen this card in the reverse position. Okay. This card is a wonderful indicator that old negative patterns, relationships, or desperate attitudes are being released. As you continue to let go, you will be able to establish new ways of doing things and relating to others. The universe wants to congratulate you on your healthy new approach. Be sure to support the changes you're making in your ongoing choices. Some patterns can be deeply encoded, and you may need to continue releasing the old habits, all while honoring the new decisions in your thoughts, actions, and interactions with others. You've broken the chains, and now you can walk away from the limiting attachments into a bright and unlimited future. Look at you. Oh, that's so exciting. I'm proud of you. I know how challenging that can be. So good freaking job. Okay. All righty. So I'm hearing to pull a couple from the tarot, and then I'm going to close it out. Give me just a minute. I had to get a quick drink of water and deal with my nose for a minute. So I would not be surprised to see what is it? The Page of Swords, the Knight of Swords, like communication basically. I feel like you're really being called to communicate at this time, and this message is coming through to just let you know and reaffirm again what you really have in store for you. And then I also heard like in the pipeline for you. So take it as it resonates. We've got the Six of Songs. So that is the Six of Cups. It's very nostalgic. This is indicating past life energy. It's also indicating like a connection to childhood or adolescence, your younger years. And then what I also heard too is this person makes your inner child feel safe. You can let your inner child out completely with this person. Um, which is a very, very beautiful, underrated dynamic. Hey, so I had to pause it for a minute. There was a slight interruption. Surprise, surprise. I know. It's like, what? That never happens. Anyways, so back to the reading. All right. Then for whatever reason, when I was getting ready to unpause it, um, I was reminded that the friend that my daughter took to the soccer game, she's Polish. And so maybe there's somebody with Polish heritage. Maybe you live in Poland and that's just extra confirmation. Take it as it resonates. But that was just a really random thing that was like, bring this through. And I was like, okay, you know. Alrighty, okay. Okay, so we also have the chariot covered by the hermit. And the way that this came out was very interesting. So the hermit is blocking this chariot energy. Um, and what I feel like this is saying is it's time to pull yourself out of this hermit energy a little bit and really embrace this chariot energy, which is that movement forward. Okay. Being told to read it. The descriptions that this book has are quite different than the regular tarot. So, this card, the chariot is the uniting of opposites, movement, transition, and the parade of heavenly bodies through the sky. Okay. What ideas have you been keeping separate that may work better together? What in your life needs direction? What momentum do you have and where are you headed with it? Who or what provides you with inspiration? And have you shown gratitude for everything and everyone who has helped you achieve your dreams? And there's something there that this person can help you achieve your dreams and you can help this person achieve their dreams. There's a there's this just it's a heavy supportive energy. I feel like this is a person that you could really just completely be yourself with. No mask, no filter, and just 100% open, honest, vulnerable, and it's safe to do so with this person, and that's a mutual thing. And so I feel like this is saying that that's what you have waiting for you. And so it's time to allow yourself to go for this. I feel like I'm talking to somebody who is a visionary, who has really big dreams. And maybe you've played small for most of your life and have pushed those down, and they're coming back up to the surface now for a reason because you are ready to embody that version of yourself. And there is something where this person, it's not mandatory that secure this union, so to speak, to make your dreams come true. There's something with the energy though that it's going to be so much easier to embody that version of yourself and really maintain and sustain it. And that's part of the reason you're being pushed. I feel like you're being pushed really hard right now. I mean, I think what we're on day 4 in a row of these types of messages. And I mean, I'm getting hounded. I mean, I'm getting hounded with this energy too. But like these messages are just like bring it through, bring it through, bring it through. And I'm like, damn, like, and another one, or, DJ Khaled over here. Um, okay, the Hermit. Am I being asked to read that one? No. Okay, we got that one. We've got the Three of Honey, which is the Three of Pentacles. We've got Justice. We've got the Five of Honey and the King of Skins. Okay, um, there's something here where you going for this is your justice, and this is really helping you get out of the cold. This is really helping you and your energy shift into a point where now you can really embody higher levels of abundance in all areas of life, but especially in finances. Finances are coming through really strong. So there is like love energy just all over, and it's beautiful. And then there's also that heavy, like, financial influx energy of allowing yourself to go for this is really shifting your entire energy into a point where you will be able to attract more abundance and sustain that abundance. It's very grounded. It's a very long-term energy that I'm picking up here. This isn't just some, you know, short-term kind of thing. And for these two, I'm being told to read these two. So the Three of Honey is the Three of Pentacles, and it is talking about cooperation. Um, there's three is cooperation, investing in others, and working together to plan something better than you are each capable of on your own. That's the message. You two together are a powerhouse. You both are extremely strong and powerful on your own, but together it's like it's that times 100. I mean, it's just you two coming together and working together and collaborating is just it's powerhouse energy. It really is. So that's also a big part of this. That's also part of why your soul is pushing you so hard right now to do this. And then the King of Skins, which is wand energy. So this is passion. Um, yeah, I feel like you're really in a passionate energy for this person, and this person is in the same energy for you as well. It's a heavily passionate energy. Um, which is great. And it's sustainable passion and long term. This isn't the type of thing that like it's hot and heavy in the beginning and then it fizzles out. This is something that's like, okay, really? I just heard their freak matches your freak. So your level of freakiness matches their level of freakiness and vice versa. So you guys are literally a match in all the ways. And there's a playful, lighthearted energy. There's just something here where it's just like it's fun. Your inner children can come out and just have fun and like the banter. I'm picking up like a fun banter energy because I feel like you just there's such this deep connection. It's like if you were to say something to this person, they would understand what you're actually saying. They would understand the energy behind it and not just listen to the word. And so if you were to say something to this person that somebody else would find offensive, this person would know what you're meaning and probably laugh or fire back with something or it's just that fun like you guys get it. And I do feel like you both are ancient souls and you have lived so many lifetimes and just you've been around for a long time. You've had a lot of experiences. And when that's the case, you don't take life as seriously. And when you're with somebody who can reflect that back to you as well, then it's just, this is the type of energy, and this is a little morbid, but this is like laugh at a funeral together kind of energy. Not saying that's what you're going to do. It's just that type of an energy. Maybe you guys share a sense of humor. And I just heard dark humor which would make sense with the laughing at a funeral thing. Maybe it's something like if something really intense is going on around you, you both would be able to look at each other and find the lightheartedness in it and be able to help each other navigate it. Just in a very different way. It's not this energy of like, oh, and then this is happening, and then you're pulling each other down. It's like, hey, life is life, and what can we do about it? Like we'll sit here and smile as the house burns down. Again, that's extreme. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm not saying that's literally how it's going to be. It's that kind of an energy. Um and it's like a breath of fresh air. It's almost like a relief energy like, oh, finally, somebody who gets it, somebody who gets me, somebody who understands what I'm saying, somebody who understands what I mean, somebody who understands how I view the world. I feel like you and this person really view things in a very different, unique way, and it's really hard to find people who completely understand that. And that is partially because of that soul ancientness. Okay, let's read this card. Um, this is an influential leader and uses his confidence to stir the community's passions and help them bring about needed change. How can your confidence inspire others to be their best self? That is something that I just heard both of you are going to do together if you do choose to do this and go for this relationship basically. You both are going to be able to inspire others to be their best selves. I feel like there's an energy or an element where both of you are doing that on your own. Like you both have something about your energy that inspires other up and to be like a better version or let things go a little bit or not look at life so intensely or whatever. And both of you together are really going to be able to inspire each other to new heights and others to their new heights. Um, okay. Yeah, that's the message from that one. Oh, schnikers. Okay, I'm gonna pull a couple more. Three of Dreams. That's the Three of Swords. Okay, the Three of Grapes. Okay, so that's heartbreak energy. And I do maybe there is still a part of you that is really worried that this isn't going to be what it's coming through as, like in this reading or in this message. And I really don't feel like you have anything to worry about, but I understand why that worry is there. I just would say if that is something that you're really concerned about, um, okay. I just kind of got cut off by spirit. So we've got the Eight of Swords here too, and what that is that's a mental prison. That's when you're sitting there and you're just in your thoughts and you're thinking about all the things that could go wrong and all the reasons this isn't going to work and so on and so forth. And the message here is saying that this mental prison is keeping you in this heartbreak energy. And by you staying in this energy, you're not going to be able to shift yourself out of it if you continue to stay in that really kind of like mental thought pattern of just all the things that could go wrong. I feel like you're being asked to set this aside for now and take this leap and see what happens. Put yourself out there, face potential rejection because that's always a potential. And again, I feel like you're going to be pleasantly surprised. I really do. That's what's coming through in this message and that's been coming through in these messages is you really you really don't have anything to worry about, even though those worries may be valid from past experiences and stuff like this. There might also be an element of thinking that this other person isn't going to be able to forgive and release whatever happened in the past. And maybe that's between the both of you, or maybe they went through some really difficult relationships, something like that. And the message there, if that's the case, is what I heard was this person's already forgiven you. Um, so of course, communicate in the way that you're being guided to communicate in, and kind of, if you need to keep your guard up a little bit, by all means. It's not saying to like have no boundaries and all of that. It's just allow yourself to go in with the idea that this person is actually on the same page. Um, and see where that takes you. Take a chance on that. That's what I just heard. Okay, we've got we've got the Magician and the Nine of Songs. And that's the Nine of Cups. That's wish fulfillment. So the magician is coming through and saying that you have all the tools necessary to create the life of your dreams. And there is something with this person that is a part of that dream. And that is, I feel like this person is your wish fulfillment. And spoiler alert, you're their wish fulfillment too. Even if there's the part of you that doesn't see it yet, and I just heard doesn't understand why, and that might be part of that one card, the hostilities card. Maybe you're sitting there thinking like, why does this person love me? How could this person fully love me the way that I love them? And what I'm hearing is allow yourself to find out. Oh man, spirit team coming through with some funny stuff today. All right. I'm being told to read The Magician. What are you manifesting and for what purpose? Are you being distracted from creating what you want by the temptations that power and influence bring? How do you influence others and how do others influence you? How does your process of creation connect you to others? Okay, there's something about you and this person coming together and creating something. So take that as it resonates, but there is something that wants to be birthed by the two of you. So that for some of you might be a literal child. For some of you that might be a business, that might be just an energy that is birthed from you two coming together, even though that's a weird way to put it. I feel like there's something that really wants to be brought into the physical realm by you two co-creating together, which is profound, and that would also explain why this energy is so freaking intense. Like I can feel the pushiness too, and it's yeah. And there's a reason it's getting more intense. There's a reason it's getting more pushy. It's getting more in your face. And it's because it's like just do it. Just go for it. This is your wish fulfillment. Ooh, my heart chakra is going crazy. All right. The High Priestess. Okay, this is saying to listen to your intuition. Your intuition is telling you what to do about this situation. What is the death? Oh, we. Okay. Oh, okay. We'll get back to the High Priestess card. So Death came out, and then Lovers came out on top of it. Death is the end of a cycle, and what I heard when I looked down at them, because I was like, why did those two come out together? It's a literal death. It's an end to the way that you have experienced love. This is a completely new way of experiencing love and connection with another person. This is something that you only thought was possible in fictional places, in movies, books, in dreams, so on and so forth. This is literally here for you. And you are completely putting an end to the way that you've experienced love up until this point. This is a completely new way of you and this person experiencing romantic love, which is profound. Um, yeah. It's this energy of like I feel like there's still that energy of you're still feeling like it's too good to be true, and that this is only something that's seen in fairy tales or that's talked about and exaggerated, and love like that doesn't really exist, and it actually does. And that's part of what you came here to experience as a soul, but that's also part of, I feel like this is part of your collective agreement. So souls also have agreements with the collective at large. And I feel like part of you two coming into this union is to show others that not only is it possible, you can experience it, and we are the examples. We are showing you that this is possible. We are showing you by our living example how amazing it can be if you allow yourself to have it. If you allow yourself to know that you're worthy of it, that you deserve it. Because all humans do. All humans deserve this type of an experience in that really, awesome love of the life kind of feeling if that's what they choose to experience. And so I feel like that's a huge part of what this is about as well is you two coming together now, especially with all the shit going on in the world and the collective and just Jiminy Christmas, it's a lot. So you two coming together and showing the world like this is how good life can be. That is a complete contrast to all the bullshit going on. And I just heard we need more of that. So this is literally like like a collective agreement that you made as souls, and the energies right now, like your humans are ready for this, and so it's like this is back online, make it happen, the time is now, the world needs this. Like no pressure, no pressure. Again, it's not saying you have to, it's just this is the message coming through, which is pretty intense. Normally I don't get like this much of like this pushy energy, but it's really like it's like, ooh, I feel like if your higher self, your spirit team, the divine God, whatever you work with, could just like grab you and shake you a little bit and be like, "Ugh," like do this thing. It's gonna be worth it. They could. And they might be symbolically. You might be getting hounded right now. I feel like if you're here at this point in the reading and you're watching it and you're resonating with it, you're probably getting freaking hounded by the divine and just like do it, do it, do it. Like there's so much more to this. It's going to be worth it. You're going to enjoy this. Don't like pull yourself out of this mental prison. That's all it is. Like the only reason you're not experiencing the life of your dreams at this point is because you are staying stuck in your head and not allowing yourself to just do it. It's available to you. You're so close to it energetically. So it's like maybe in the past there was a bigger gap between the energy you were embodying and the energy of this dream timeline. But like you're freaking right here, like just right here. And it's one of those like just take this leap and then you're there. Okay. High Priestess. What's this one? Okay. What? Okay, so it's talking about the unknown, the subconscious. It's talking about allowing yourself to really tap into that subconscious energy. But I feel like what else this is really saying is that this person and you both are very intuitive, and you two together are just going to amplify that, and you're going to amplify your gifts and abilities, you're going to amplify your talents, your passions, you're going to amplify it all. And of course, and I just want to say, because it sounds kind of like I've been romanticizing it a little bit. What I do want to say, this is a human connection. There's going to be bad days. There's going to be arguments. There's going to be disagreements. But this is the energy of like, well, I think I'm looking at it from this viewpoint. And then you're like, well, I'm looking at it from this point. And then you both are like, okay, so I understand your viewpoint, you understand my viewpoint, now what? And you come together. It's not like you're warring between each other behind closed doors. It's not that type of an energy. It's this is your teammate. This is your person. This is the person you can go to, and you both give each other solid advice. You both are helping each other to continuously be the highest potential version of yourself in any now moment, more or less, because of course we're living a human experience, so we're going to experience bullshit, we're going to experience challenges and struggles. That's the point. Like, we're here to experience contrast. But this is not the type of a situation where you're dreading coming home and you're sitting 2 blocks away and prepping yourself because you don't know what you're going to find when you walk in the door. It's not that energy. It's the opposite. It's you're excited to get home because even if your person's having a bad day, they're not misplacing that on you, and they're just like, I'm having a bad day. And you're just like, okay, cool. Well, let me, help you through this, or I'll cook dinner tonight, or whatever, you know what I mean? Like take it as it resonates, but that's the type of energy I'm feeling. Is it's just I feel like it's something that you really haven't had the pleasure of experiencing yet, and it's here for you, and you're being pushed hard, um because you are so close, you are so ready. And it's also, I'm hearing the world needs you, like the world needs you to do this. And that sounds, I don't really like saying need, because that's not really ever the actual recommended advice from spirit, because we all have free will. It's really, it's okay if you two don't come into union, another couple will, and they'll be able to inspire people as well, and like it's all good. But it's one of those things that's like you two are on the same page. You both want this. You're both manifesting this. You're both pulling this in, and all it's requiring you to do is just to do it. Okay, that was a little handy. My bad. I mean, yeah. It was a little pushy. It was a little pushy, spirit. It was a little pushy. And then we get temperance. All right. Um, oh, that's in reverse. Okay, there it is. Okay, that's like a lot, spirit. Holy moly. Okay, we've got the Emperor and the Tower. The Tower is divine intervention, and I feel like that's what's hitting you right now. I feel like that's what's taking place when it comes to this connection. I feel like you're really being hit with divine intervention right now to go for this because it's time, you're ready, and you both want it, and it's here for you. And so the divine's coming in like, let's make this happen. Um, like everything's I just heard everything's back on track. Let's make this happen. And so you're kind of both being like just like magnetizing each other to each other. And the divine's coming through to like assist that process to happen. Okay. The Knight of Skins. This is the Knight of Wands. This is very fast moving, passionate energy. There's also something which is, oh, okay, so she's got like these like light beams coming out of her eyes. And I just heard you both can truly see each other. And that is a gift that you give each other, is the gift of truly being seen. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. That is a gift, by the way, to truly be seen. It's especially when you're an ancient soul and you have so many depths and so many layers. And most people they just don't have the capacity to go all the way there with you. And then to have somebody who can, that's that relief feeling again, that breath of fresh air. Um, and we've got the Emperor, and I feel like this is really talking about you and your energy right now. This is divine masculine energy. And this is also coming through to say that this person assists you in really embodying your true full divine masculine energy. And then same thing for the feminine. The masculine in this reading, and I might just say that this is a divine masculine reading because I started talking to a masculine towards the end. So, anyways, um, but the feminine, you put this person, and I'm doing it again. Okay. You put this person in their divine feminine energy, and that right there is a gift to each other. And it's a really rare thing to have somebody who can just naturally put you in your divine energy like that. It's powerful. Okay. Whew. The Four of Dreams is in reverse. That is the Four of Swords. Give me. Oh, okay. All right. Sorry, I had to take a quick drink of water. All right. So, Four of Swords in reverse. Okay. Four of Swords upright is talking about rest and rejuvenation. Yeah. Okay. Um, in the reverse, this is saying it's time. It's on. Okay. What I heard is you've rested and rejuvenated enough. You're ready. So maybe there's a part of you that's kind of doing that where it's like, oh, I just need a little more rest. I just need to feel a little better. And the message here is like, listen to your body, listen to your intuition above all else. The message that I'm getting is it's time to pull yourself out of this energy because you're ready. And sometimes, and I totally resonate with this and pulling out a hermit energy because I'm like, I'm good. Just, being at home, reading a book, I'm good. I don't need the people all the time. It's fine. And sometimes the divine has to come through and like, hey, you need to go be where the people are. I'm like, all right, and it's fun. And yeah. Anyways, um, So I feel like that's kind of this energy that I'm picking up on though, is like the divine's coming through saying, "Hey, it's time to kind of get yourself out there a little bit. Put yourself out there." And I feel like because it's in relation to this situation, I feel like it's saying it's time to put yourself out there to this person. Um, and then what was the other one? Temperance, and that one I'm being called to read. Pretty, that one's balance. It can also be, okay, synthesis, alchemy, and discipline. Okay. Do you hide or control your feelings? And why? How do you choose to express your emotions? What do you need to transform within yourself? And what do you need to transform in the world around you? Okay, what I'm picking up is both of you. So I read discipline on the top here, and what I kind of felt or heard was that both of you have this natural discipline. It's almost like this determination. When you say you're going to do something, you do it, and this other person does too. And there may be days where you slip off a little bit and whatever, that's normal, but for the most part it's like, I'm going to do this. And it's kind of that determined energy that comes, that naturally comes with a level of discipline of like, I'm going to do this thing and I'm going to hold myself accountable for it. And and do my best. And then this other person has that same type of an energy. So when you bring two people like that together, then you can help hold each other accountable in a very loving way. It's one of those, if you're just having a day where like the agreement is you're going to, work out for 45 minutes or, or whatever. Um, and then you're just having a day where you're like, "Oh, I just don't feel like it." This other person's like, "Hey, you're gonna feel better after you do though. Let's go. I'll do it with you." It's that kind of an energy, which is beautiful. It's very supportive. It's very uplifting. It's very mutually beneficial. And I feel like you both have so much that I feel like there's this fire of like all of these things that you want to do and accomplish, and this other person has that same fire, and you two coming together can just help motivate each other to be your best versions, and experience like the love of a lifetime on top of it, just that too. And like financial abundance and stuff, like just the little things. Like this is big energy. So um okay, with that, I have to pull myself out of this for a little bit because I'm just going to keep channeling and going on and on. So I'm actually going to pull myself out of this. And anything else? Okay. All right. Yep. It was more spirit was like, "Yep, you're done." So okay. I'm going to leave it here. Wow. This was a oof, okay. This is an intense energy. So I'm so happy for you. I truly hope you choose to go for this. It's going to be epic. I don't feel like you're going to regret it. I don't feel like you're going to get your heart broken. I feel like it's going to be that energy of like, why didn't I do it sooner? But there's also the element of like, don't get stuck in that either because divine timing. Um, but yeah, it's like the times here you both want it, it- let it happen or make it happen. So this is beautiful. I hope that this resonated. If so, you can let me know in the comments below. Feel free to hit that like button. It does help out the channel, so thank you. And if you would like to see more from me, you can hit subscribe. It is free, and I will see you on the next message. Bye.